That night, Bikini Bottom felt eerily quiet. The ocean breeze was colder than usual, making the atmosphere even more unsettling. SpongeBob had just finished work at the Krusty Krab and was walking home alone. Patrick usually accompanied him, but tonight, Patrick had gone to bed early. As SpongeBob walked through a narrow alley, he heard a strange noise, like heavy, ragged breathing echoing through the air. His body shivered. He turned around, but there was no one there. "Maybe it's just the wind," he muttered, trying to reassure himself. But as he took another step, the sound grew louder. Creak, creak. It was like something was floating nearby. Suddenly, SpongeBob noticed a shadow moving quickly above him. Slowly he looked up, and there it was, a horrifying floating head with long, tangled hair, glowing red eyes, and exposed organs hanging beneath it. Kuyang. SpongeBob's eyes widened in terror. The ghostly figure hovered in the night sky, its sharp nails twitching as if ready to grab him. It let out a chilling hiss and dove toward SpongeBob with unnatural speed. SpongeBob screamed at the top of his lungs and ran as fast as he could. Kuyang chased after him, gliding eerily through the streets of Bikini Bottom. The sound of its organs swaying in the water made the chase even more nightmarish. Panicked, SpongeBob finally reached Patrick's house and barged in without knocking. Patrick, who was fast asleep, jolted awake and fell out of bed. "SpongeBob, why are you bursting in like a ghost is chasing you?" He yawned. "It is a ghost. I saw SpongeBob whispered in fear, locking the door and shutting the windows. Patrick laughed. "Kuyang, a floating head ghost. You've been watching too many horror movies." But before Patrick could finish his sentence, a dark shadow appeared outside the window. Two glowing red eyes stared at them from the darkness. Patrick finally realized SpongeBob wasn't joking. They both backed into a corner as Kuyang scratched the window with its long, sharp claws. Its eerie whisper echoed through the room. "SpongeBob, come out. I'm hungry." SpongeBob and Patrick exchanged terrified glances. They had to find a way to escape before it was too late. SpongeBob suddenly remembered something. "Kuyang is afraid of bright light. We need to turn on all the lights." Patrick quickly grabbed a flashlight and pointed it at the window. Immediately, Kuyang let out a piercing screech and floated backward. SpongeBob and Patrick turned on every light they could find, filling the house with a bright glow. With a final scream, Kuyang vanished into the darkness. The silence returned. SpongeBob and Patrick collapsed onto the floor, exhausted. "I'm never walking home alone at night again," SpongeBob whispered. Patrick nodded. "And I'm sleeping with the lights on from now on." But just as they started to relax, a faint noise echoed outside.